Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the week ahead video brought to you by Synergy Signals. My name's Steve Meli, and the purpose of this video is for those that are subscribed to the Signal service to show them what we're looking at, how we're coming about our trading decisions. It's something to follow along with week by week basis. We set out what trade opportunities lie ahead for the week and reflect on what has been. A little bit of discussion about what's going on currently and to try and keep things nice, short, punchy and cheery. So let's start. So just to cover what happened last week, it's been pretty good. First of all, this is a trade signal service that sends lots of trades, with very far and few between, to be fair, but they're normally pretty good. So we've done really quite well on a few, PAUD, Euro AUD. And we have built out positions, starting to build positions in Euro CAD. This is a really nice example that I'm looking at the minute, which is New Zealand dollar CAD. Now, this is pure cycle analysis. We're not looking at any fundamentals really, but we do have fundamental data that has been pretty supportive of a weak Canadian dollar. So that's one thing. Put things simple, we trade the cycle, obviously. 3-level cycle, 1, 2, 3, with a W at the bottom. Expect it to go up again. Obviously, 1, 2, terrible. This is the W, bit fat, but that's the W. We're looking for the same thing on the way up. 1, 2, 3. Now, part of the puzzle is there are other variables that will affect things, such as the consecutive days, consecutive weeks, consecutive candles, counting highs and high lows, but the key to it is counting threes. And if you can count 2, you can anticipate 3. So if you can work out 1 and 2, you can anticipate the third one's going to kick in. You can do that visually. Obviously, you've got 1, 2. Do I trust that? People are thinking, God, do I really trust it? But you have to have looked at the pattern enough, 10,000 hours plus, to realize this does exist, and it's your discipline to try and trade it. So with that being said, let's have a look at what we've got here. New Zealand dollar CAD, let's frame it properly. So we'll start on the daily. Remember that pattern? We're here. Remember, it's not always going to look good. Most of them are going to be Picasso. So if any of you, most of you must be over Picasso abstract art. That's what the pure form looks like. This is like abstract. Abstract, well, because this push up here, people at the time would have thought that this is the whole 1, 2, 3 to the high. Oh, Freddie, hello. 1 second, that's my little son. 1 second. Sorry about that. So we've got an abstract version. So these pushes, this 1, 2, 3. Obviously, the 1 is the top of the cap. This is the cap, the hat on top of it. So you know the peak of this push. But some people would have been thinking, got less experience, haven't looked at it as much. They probably have said, oh, that's 1, that's 2. And that's the pattern complete. They could have been right because there are 3 pushes there, but ultimately this is a bigger thing. So if we extend this out, this has been doing this for a long, long time. Now, accumulation, distribution, consolidation. This looks to me like an accumulative consolidation. We're starting to get L signs here. Notice the higher lows all the way, and we're starting to break down this structure. Starting to break down. It's lightly breaking down the internal structure. We've got a really good count going on. Market cycle 1, 2. We took this for 3. It's come back, and now we want to get long again. We've got the first change, second change, and this is the part of the third. So this is absolute priority to try and get into next week. I need to see price do a bit more. But we're very close, and that's New Zealand dollar CAD. What have I gone into? Right, so Euro CAD is a beautiful, beautiful setup. But I always think of my concerns with it. Well, my concerns are obviously this gap here. But you'll be stopped out unless you're suicidal. Honestly, guys, you have to use stops. They're really hard to... It's easy to say, yeah, use stops. But when you're so convinced in your analysis, you tend to get carried away, and it's part of a discipline thing. So using stops, absolutely critical. If this is wrong, it's really wrong. But from what the market cycle is telling me, it's not wrong. We've got harmonics here. So we've got the A, B, C, D in blue, right up to the peak high here. The first swing, high, 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 low, consolidation. I can only really see another move up here that matches this in terms of the size of the chart. So 1, push 2, consolidation, 3 pushes above the consolidation, 1, 2, 3 into consolidation. Same thing here, 3 pushes above the consolidation, 1, 2, 3 into consolidation. And the pattern's sort of emerging here now. So you've got the W, consolidation, consolidation, peak for the second to rise. And then if we go in here and have a closer look, got nice structures unwinding. So the structures are unwrapping themselves here, 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 and we're starting to push. This is slightly scary, these green candles, but you have to trade what you see. The risk here is to come down here, but my stop covers that. So it's quite chilled. Cover the things that we did really well and identified last week. So we picked out Euro AUD. So Euro AUD, as you can see, similar sort of thing to Euro CAD, where Euro CAD had this consolidation zone up here that we aren't seeing at the minute. Is it going to give us that third push? Maybe, maybe not. And much like my fear of Euro CAD was for this area to be filled in, it did get filled in. So now we're building a new structure here. So this is what I believe is the start of the W, that pattern I showed you at the beginning of the video. And ultimately we're looking for this. And boom, we're in. But we took this early. We took this because we could identify that there was a peak. Identify 1, 2, 3 to the low here. We identified the change of character, the subtle break of structure, and we took the trade long. And now this has now become push 1, push 2. We're looking for 3. The beautiful thing about this is we've got 2 weeks of rise, and this is absolute gold for next week. No doubt about that in my mind. Moving on, GBP AUD, same thing. We took this last week, 1 level 2 peak, and then we've created the 1, the 2, the 3 with an extended close here. Notice that this is still in touching distance with this candle here, so it never actually broke any structure. My eyes working properly. We're pushing away, but we're leaving little gaps, and I don't like leaving little gaps. I like tests. Completed this A, B equals CD up to here. This looks like the second zone of consolidation to me after the first push, second push, week 1, week 2, anticipating the third week, another top trade I want to get into. So trade starting to show in the summer months, which is encouraging. Basket, it's been looking absolute beast mode. Let's have a look where I had it pinned. So I had it pinned down here. I warned myself a no retest, no trade, but this was also setting itself up. We got the W, the first push, the second push, and we just seem to have anchored ourselves around here. I do think we're going to come back a little bit more. And in doing so, you know, that's going to create a really interesting situation for the dollar. But the way it's affected Euro and GBP, we were long these last week and we came within like 10 pips of being stopped out. And then we got hero recovery Trump. Now, thought process, daily, level 1, level 2 looks clear to me. We had that explosive move turnaround. This could still be absolutely be on. This could be the first high, 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 low, and the start of the first W. So it's still very early. Got to keep an eye on myself. Anyway, that's that. Euro is another one that I really like. So we failed on the Gartley internal structure, but we still have this beautiful looking level 1, level 2, expecting this to continue to push higher. This really is a wonderful setup if we can catch it. And this is all about not being a hero. I don't care about all of this action down here. I want it in when the previous structure has been grinded down and showing signs of life with a high, 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 low. So I'm a late entry trader. I'm not really a trader, just providing trade ideas. How you trade them is up to you. What else have we got going on here? We had Stellar, it's not really worth talking about, hasn't done much since. CAD is also a hugely mega position. So we have the change here, push 1, this is all consolidation 1, guys. So it's just that something obscene is going to happen with the US dollar going higher. It looks to me like it's ready to go. This is now a classic Gartley pattern. You have to be very careful with this. This is a Gartley pattern from the textbook of Gartley. So one is worth showing you. Length there is XA. And this length here is AB. And the pattern, the formula is AB is equal to CD in length. Or length CD is an extension of AB in length. And I'll show you something that's cool now. So let's just take this low here, but I'm not going to draw it at that angle because I won't be able to copy it again. So I'm going to get from here to the high. Now, you ready for this? Copy that now. You place it down there. That is how I first learned how to trade. And I don't do that anymore because it just felt surreal trying to be a hero. It's not about being that hero. You know, enough it's that in top, that'd be unreal. That if you take the completion point of every ABCD on the right low there, it's not it. I thought it completed. Hadn't quite completed. It's up here, still potentially for it to go. What it's created for me without the Gartley aside is this will also be the 78%. So there's going to be so much. When I'm a retail trader, I'm a retail trader, and I don't want to be like people down because they're a retail trader. Everyone's a retail trader. So retail trading techniques such as the Fibonacci retracement is going to have a lot of people around this 78.6%. That makes me worried for being a shorter because it's so many stops above here and a lot of people taking this Gartley. So there we have it, folks. And on that note, I'm going to end the video, and we have lots of trades to look forward to next week. If any of you are interested in following the signals or learning more about them, do subscribe. There is a 14-day free trial in the link below the video. A little bit about Synergy. Synergy is authorized and regulated by the FCA. What we do is provide model portfolio services, advisory services, and proprietary scanning of equities, and this is just the small signal service on the side of the business. If you have any interest, please reach out to us there, info@synergy-markets.com. And other than that, have a great weekend. Cheers, guys.